Hello everyone, welcome to Nick Mac's Corner. I'm Nick, here in my corner. Today, we're going to talk about Stephen King's Misery. As you can see over here, I have Pet Semetary up. That is my next month's book club. If you would like to join in on that, the link will be down below. And I would love for any of you to come and join me on that. It's already filling up pretty quick, so I might have to extend the amount of people we have. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. And then the month after that, we're going to start The Witcher, so look out for that. This book surprised me. It was my first Stephen King book without any supernatural elements, and it didn't disappoint me at all. Annie Wilkes is Paul Sheldon's number one fan. And the way King wrote this book shocked me in ways I didn't think a book could. I can remember gasping and making like strange faces while I was reading this and I did both reading and listening to it on audiobook. So I got a little bit of both out of it, and I remember I walked in, I had the headphones in, and my wife was about to say something to me, and I was like, and like some serious stuff was going down. It was pretty crazy. I enjoyed the moment, every moment of this book. It's really short for a King book, so it's fantastic. It's got a great middle and end, and the movie did a great job at adapting this book. I thought that there were moments that didn't make it into the movie from the book that made me squirm while I was reading it, but that's alright because they put in the bulk of the book, and when you're doing adaptations, you can't always expect that, so I was really pleased there. Also, if you haven't seen the adaptation, go watch it. Kathy Bates, phenomenal. We start off our story with Paul Sheldon, who had just finished his new book, Fast Cars. He's trying to break away from his Misery series that he had been writing forever. Misery in the story is quite a popular story in its own right, and so when he goes off and creates something new, it's not exactly perceived the same way as, say, Misery would be by his number one fan. So he indulges a little too much and heads home from Sidewinder, Colorado, which is another place that Stephen King likes to use. I believe Sidewinder was in The Shining as well. And he finds himself in trouble only to be rescued by his number one fan, Annie Wilkes. Annie sets into motion a series of extreme behavior, and I don't really want to get too deep into that as it's not a very long book, and I don't want to ruin it for anyone who is going in fresh. So go and enjoy it, and I'll leave it at that. This book has been one of my favorite Stephen King books that I've read, and at the end of 2020 I'm going to actually give you guys all a top 10 list of Stephen King books, because by then I should have read at least around 20 Stephen King books, and I can give you guys an idea of what his best works are, and where, if you want to touch base on it and see where he goes, go from there. We only get really two people's point of views in this story, and that is something that doesn't happen a whole lot. So the seclusion in the story is very real. It feels a lot like The Shining again, where it's a minimal amount of characters secluded. And I think that he found amazing groundwork with this, because I love the seclusion myself. I thought it was fantastic. He does a great job at writing it. King also shows us that he's able to reach out and grab your attention and shock and awe you in his books. This one is definitely one that shocked and awed me and definitely grabbed my attention. For a book that you would think would be terribly boring, is actually quite exhilarating and quite fun. I'm definitely giving this a 5 out of 5, and it was a perfect read, beginning, middle, and end, just like The Shining was. It was very good. This is a book I feel I would recommend to first-time Stephen King people, because it's not a long book, it's short, there's no supernatural elements, and you can see blatantly what type of horror Stephen King writes. I don't find his supernatural elements to be overly scary when I read his stories. I find the human elements in his stories are always the scariest parts. And this book showcases that perfectly to a T. And I think if I was going to start someone off, it would be like The Shining or Misery, because both are not very long books and both are very good. And he's just so good at showing the ugly side of humanity that I have become such a huge fan of his, just over a short amount of time, and I'm looking forward to learning more about him as well. And if you are already a Stephen King fan and you haven't read Misery, what are you waiting for? Like, it's an awesome short read. Go read it. Anyway, guys, once again, Pet Semetary book club, and then after that, The Witcher, so look out for that. Please stay tuned, like, comment, and subscribe. I would love to get more subscribers. This year would be fantastic if I could break 100, that'd be sweet. Just as like a personal goal, not for anything special, just I like to set my goals low and overachieve them if I can, so that'd be fantastic. Anyway, guys, it's been fantastic talking to you guys about this. I look forward to talking to you guys next Friday about Carrie, because I finished that one as well. So look forward to it, and you guys have yourselves a wonderful day, and thanks for coming to the corner. Bye.